Zephyr, but for this game in particular, we felt you didn't need auto attack or chasing abilities. What you needed was the ability just to add to the AoE, and Mocha Brilliance is amazing on Zephyr in my opinion. You can really up his damage output by a lot and makes him hit actually quite hard in terms of auto attacks, so it's a really good pickup and makes him farm even faster. So it's such a good item, but I have to say I don't like the LAO's pickups in terms of items, in terms of the Firebrand on the Frostburn, sorry, on the Valkyria. Yeah, I just think if you go Geometers Nullfire, it's just a much better way of doing damage. The slow's great, but it's not really needed. She's already got a 5-second stun, and you have your allies to really catch up and snare them as well. If they've got plenty of stuns in that, so she doesn't need it. She needs to do damage. Elder Parasite on Hammerstorm, bad idea. If he activates that and gets caught in something like a Keeper Ult or a Tempest Ult, he's going to drop so quickly. It's just not the right item. I mean, I just think it's a bad pickup on Hammerstorm in general. It turns him from a recently hard character to kill to a really easy one. That's the thing. It's just not a great item. The only heroes that can really escape with an Elder Parasite, I'd say, would be a Kronos, and that's it, because he's got the bubble to keep him safe inside. But once he's outside the bubble, obviously he's a lot squishier. So a hero like Hammerstorm, he's going to drop really quickly because he doesn't have any way of keeping himself alive within a bubble as such.
I completely agree with that as well. Looks like LEO starting to stretch out their gap here, though. They're moving up in XP and gold, started taking the advantage here, but Zephyr picks up that Mocha Brilliance, yeah, back to this Elder Parasite build. If he does proc that, he will have that 30% bonus damage taken, so he's really going to be looking to use both that and his BKB simultaneously to hopefully negate some of the magic damage your team's putting out here. But I mean, it looks like just the way your team is built right now, it's just all AoE damage, and that's really, in HoN, I've found, which does the most effective strategy. It works almost against anything, but let's go now into here. It looks like Keeper's going to go down, but Zephyr's trying to get something on here. We got Tempest coming in, throws down his ulti, but he gets tablet commanded out of that. Here comes Soulstealer, gets his ult off. Looks like Pharaoh's coming back in. We got a 1-to-1 right now, kills to deaths. And it looks like Zephyr going for some chase capacity right now. He just tears some damage there. We got he's gonna come and clean up these kills. There's one. Hellborn ended up snagging that, unfortunately. And now Wretched trying to come back in here, just barely escaping. So that's definitely a win for you guys. I mean, you bring down Hammerstorm Pharaoh and you lose. Maybe not, but I mean, you did manage to keep Zephyr up there, so.
It was a close fight. The problem was Hag blinks in, catches Keeper off guard, turned him into I don't know, used the sheep stick on him, then Pharaoh followed up with an arrow, took him out instantly. So that was one of her big parts taken out of the fight. Then Tempest was forced to use his ulti, probably not in the best of situations, and the instant he did that, Pharaoh was ready and waiting and just used the tablet command and pushed him out. So if I feel if that fight would have went differently if the Keeper didn't get caught out the way he did.
He managed to snag one courier there out of 3, so that's gonna help you guys a little bit here. We got Wretched picking up that regen.
That's the thing that S2 needs to sort out.
Yeah, that's the thing that S2 needs to sort out, is the ability to use the courier to pick up the token, because I think it's stupid, to be honest. I mean, they need to just fix those little niggly things. Like I don't even know if people. Oh, alright, I'll just stop talking. I think there's something going on middle. I might be slightly ahead of you.
Right now, but it looks like Pharaoh's gonna jump on Demented Shaman here. He's starting to take a bit of a beating. Sheep stick to Keeper of the Forest. Keeper of the Forest trying to run. That dust did manage to hit him, so he's just barely trying to escape here. Hammerstorm coming in, gets his stun. Pyromancer comes in with the ultimate to kind of clean up, but now you guys are down 2. Looks like they're going to make an attempted push here, and for those 2 heroes to really be down, I mean, Demented Shaman is a major support hero regardless of level. He's got that heal, that mega armor debuff, and Keeper of the Forest really looking to use his ultimate more than you have, and I think that's kind of been your downfall, not to really attack you guys here, but you really do need to get that Keeper ultimate off a little bit more than you were as of right now. It would have been a whole different game as of now, but it looks like Zephyr's going to get caught off here, taking massive amounts of damage. Champion a newer streak for Hammerstone, for Pyromancer, which is a little bit interesting. Looks like they're going to get another kill on Tempest here. And Demented Shaman looks like he's going down again. And now Orbwalk coming in with his ultimate, he manages to snag purple. It looks like you guys got 2 down now, and the rest of the Legion are pretty low HP, so again, definitely an LAO victory. I mean, they had so many kills there, probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 kills.
I think the Zephyr bot back there and my respawn.
I think the Zephyr bot back there and my respawn time was so low. This was a terrible game for me. Like, I find going heroes like the Meta Shaman, I really enjoy it, but line up that I'm against, I get instant gibbs so hard, like Hag, Pharaoh, Pyromancer. I can get focused down so easily, and in this game all I've done is feeds. It was quite disappointing for me in this game, to be honest. I didn't play the way I wanted, but props to LAO for pulling off what they should have been, what they are doing at this, which is ganking. They're getting 1 or 2 kills pushing. They caught me and Keeper out when we were just sitting around the jungle because of a ward actually that they have, and well, they were able to push from that. You know, it's well played by them.
The Legion's gonna try and get this Kongor, but real quick, I think Hammerstone might be going for a Runed Axe, and I'm not 100% sure on that, but he does have that broadsword, which is an interesting item because actually, I'm just trying to think. Could be the Runed Axe, which would be a little bit beneficial because he'd have that double AoE hit, as he did get his Mighty Swing really early on, which is a 50% splash, plus what the Runed Axe would bring would probably do a lot of damage to you guys, but it could either be that or they could be looking to use him as their tank, which really is what they need to do right now because Pharaoh's not really doing too hot as far as farm goes. He's only got a tablet command still for the last 13 or so minutes. And Hammerstorm is a great strength hero. He's got that nice strength gain. I don't know about his strength gain actually. I'm not 100% sure on that, but
It's like 2.7. It's the same as Pestilence.
It's like 2.7. It's the same as Pestilence, so they're actually very similar in terms of stat gains,
so
both those
yeah, so he
heroes.
does have decent strength gain. Looks like you're gonna have a little bit of backdooring, which I don't think should be such a huge deal in this game. I mean,
I'm fine. I get instantly taken out there.
I'm fine. I get instantly taken out there. My opinion is backdooring's fine. Maybe not the base towers, but outer lane towers, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with doing it.
Keeper struggling.
Oh, action up top.
And now there's one. He manages to snag Pyro. We got a hat trick right now for Brown. It looks like we're gonna see Wretched go down here. She manages to get that off. It's unfortunate, but for Orbwalk to pull off that trip kill there is pretty big, especially for a hero like Soulstealer. That's a huge gank train right there, and it looks like he's going for 4. Which he is capable of doing right now. He's got all that team follow-up. Here it comes right now. Looks like they're trying to snag Wretched here. She's just going to barely be able to blink out there, and now they're switching their targets to Valkyrie. But Valkyrie might be able to snag Soulstealer. She does, but Dement comes in and snags the kill. So really not a really huge victory for you guys there. And it looks like you guys are going to aim to either push or get Kong real quick here.
Yep.
Huge victory, and that was because Keeper.
That was a huge victory, and that was because Keeper actually lived to be able to get his ulti off. That mean, he only caught Pyromancer, but you know, one's better than nothing. Then, you know, it was a huge one. I was dead before then, but basically it was a genocide, and they took out. I wouldn't even count me as a hero in this game in particular. I was just useless. So They only took out one hero, which was Soul Stealer, so it was like
Yeah, and with,
5 heroes to 1. It's
you
just
guys getting
huge for
the
them.
life here is going to be huge as well, because that's going to allow you guys to have that much more tanking capacity. And for the team you are, I mean, a 6v